The MacBook Air is finally here, and I will be sharing the details right here after this. So today we finally have the arrival of the new M2 MacBook Air along with more news on the larger 15-inch version. Before we get started though, I want you to like the video. If you're a fan of Apple, let me know in the comments section which MacBook that you're currently using. And if you haven't already, then hit subscribe now, so you don't miss a thing in the future. So first we have news on the new MacBook Max. The new 15-inch MacBook Air is going to be the same design as this year's new refresh, but it will of course be a larger MacBook with upgraded hardware. According to some rumors, it's going to be available in two options, and users are going to have choice of an M2 chipset or the M2 Pro. The M2 chip has an 8-core CPU on top of a 10-core GPU. But we are still awaiting confirmations on the new configuration of the M2 Pro, while this new 15-inch MacBook Air is going to be an existing release for many. Unfortunately, it is still in the works, and it's not expected to arrive until 2023 and possibly at next year's WWDC when it comes to the standard M2 MacBook Air. However, it's a great choice for those of you that just want a MacBook for everyday tasks, and it's finally here. Pre-orders are already available via Apple's website, and the new M2 MacBook Air comes with many improvements over the previous model. A benchmark has already surfaced within Geekbench 5, and it shows us just how well the new M2 MacBook Air performs. The benchmark result we have is for the new M2 MacBook Air, and this one has 16 GB of RAM, and we get a single score of 1899 and a multi-core score of 8965. Now, these scores are higher than the previous model, and they are actually very similar to that of the 13-inch Pro model, and this shows us that it's a great purchase, especially for those that want a more budget-friendly offering. Now, not only do we get a better performance with the new M2 MacBook Air, but we also get upgrades in design as well as other hardware. Now, the M2 MacBook Air features a larger 3.6-inch display, and it's got the new notch design. The notch that we see in the top bezel is housed at the new 1080p HD FaceTime camera. Now the display is a 3.6-inch Liquid Retina True Tone display, and it's got a resolution of 2560 by 1664. It's an IPS display, and we get a brightness of around 500 nits. The overall design is very similar to that of the Pro line. We get the color choices of Sliver, Starlight, Space Gray, and Midnight. We get a MagSafe 3 charging port along with two Thunderbolt USB 4 ports, and for the audio fans, we still have a 3.5mm audio jack. We get an upgrade to the sound as well with a built-in up-for-speaker sound system. It supports spatial audio and wide stereo. Then we also get a 3-microphone array for recording sound. Now it's all powered by a 52.6 watt-hour battery, and this supports up to 18 hours of Apple TV or movie playback as well as 15 hours of wireless web. It supports up to 67 watt fast charging, and if you purchase the 8-core GPU version, then it comes packaged with a 30 watt power adapter. But for those of you getting the 10-core GPU, it then comes packaged with a 35 watt adapter. The new M2 MacBook Air comes with 8 GB of RAM, and this can be configured all the way up to 24 GB, and storage options start from 256, but that can be configured all the way up to 2 TB. It comes with the backlit Magic Keyboard, and we get Wi-Fi 6 along with Bluetooth 5 for all of your wireless needs, of course. The device ships with the latest Mac OS, and for those of you that are after a new MacBook for more everyday use, then it's definitely a good one to consider now. The new M2 MacBook Air is already available for pre-ordering right now, and the device is going to be shipping on the 15th of July. Now, for those of you wanting to pre-order the M2 MacBook Air with an 8-core GPU starts from $1,199, and then the M2 MacBook Air Core with a 10-core GPU starts from $1,499. Now, when you compare these against the Pro lineup, the 13-inch starts from $1,209, the 14 starts from $1,999. And the 16-inch starts from $2,499. So the M2 MacBook Air seems very well priced for the lower-end MacBook, and given the impressive benchmark results we have already seen, you're still going to get a great experience along with some great performance. Now, of course, with the device being shipped out to customers in just a couple of days, it won't be long until we get the full-depth reviews. So for those of you that are a little bit unsure at the moment, it's definitely going to be worth waiting that little bit longer watching the reviews. But that's it for today's video. And as always, I'd like to know your thoughts in the comments. So who out there is excited for the new M to MacBook Air? Who out there is going to be getting one? And is anyone going to be waiting for the new 15-inch model? Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, smash a thumbs up. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down twice. And I will see you guys on the next one.